Good evening, everyone. This is Open Yoga English Speaking Club, and let me introduce myself. My name is Polina Kanti. I'm an Open Yoga instructor, and I'm a guide of our discussion. And with me is Irina Bari. She's my assistant. And Irina, now it's your turn. How are you?
Hello, hello everyone. I'm fine. I am fine. My name is Irina. You said I am a second year student. I'm glad to see you on our English mantra, not mantra, speaking club, English speaking club.
We're glad to see you too. And mm,
Some
Anna,
questions. Some questions. I have some questions to everyone. I want to ask you what about your mood, and one more question. How you deal with your bad mood? Maybe you have a secret and can share with us, Anna.
Hello everyone, my name is Anne or Anna. I have, if I answer your first question, I have a good mood right now. How I dealing with bad mood? Well, I don't know. I love to walk around maybe or saw some movie that I feel warm and caring. Um, or actually, in mm, some situation, I just have meditation. I mean, with voice in YouTube or something. It's helping a lot too. I guess it's my
And
options.
what is your favorite movie in such period?
It's Harry Potter, of course. And I don't know mm, some kind movie. Um, I don't remember all of them, but I just watch in the internet just like kind movie and find some and watch. But almost all the time it's Harry Potter. I don't know, but actually it's not really uh, very often. So yeah.
As for me, I like Soviet Union movies, and today I was in a bad mood, but I watch on. Don't look it, but watch on the film, the cinema, the movie. The Moscow doesn't believe, как crying или как слезам. Maybe I like
Tears,
this film. Ха? Как?
tears, слезы.
Точно, serious. I like this film maybe because it connecting with period of my life with children. My mom likes this film, and I watched it in my childhood. That's why I like it and like to see it and remember all phrases from this movie. And it is about love. And what about you, Lina? About your mood?
Uh, Today my mood is in a very good mood, and if I sometimes have a bad mood, it is like a sign for me that I have missed my everyday yoga practice. I think that yoga practice, mantra yoga practice, hatha yoga practice, it is a very good source of good mood for us. And uh, for last half a year, I have been working very hard, 20 hours a day and 7 days a week. A lot of I had a lot of hard work, and all our company are also works. All the members of our company, all my colleagues, are very hardworking person, and I think they really don't have time for any mood, for good mood, for bad mood. They just work a lot. That's all.
And have a lot of tenses and don't think about it, but have.
Maybe. Yeah. But for me, in such occasion, in such a rhythm, Hatha yoga is like a source of uh, is a good relax for my mind to change. It is a source of energy for me for keeping work in the same rhythm,
I
because
agree.
sometimes it's hard.
I agree with you. My last 2 years.
Especially hatha yoga.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
It really helps me to relax, uh, to sleep sometimes. I can sometimes, some days, I just can't sleep without evening hatha yoga, because I have been working hard all day long.
As for me, last 2 years, not years, weeks, weeks, I have been working hard, as you say. And when yesterday I do halasana, I I thought it is it is so happy moment to be in halasana. When I do it half year ago, I don't attitude for this practice as now, because it is really really helps me um, to go out from these hard working situations, hard working conditions. When you do some asana, I am very happy in these poses, and it is more happier than a half year ago. Because half year ago I don't work. I sit at home with my children, a lot of homework, and I think, oh, I'm so busy, but now it's a happy time for me. Polina?
Ah, yes, sorry. I want to answer on your question about mood and about my secret. Um, Now I'm moodful, but I'm a little bit sleeping, so that's why I can think very slowly and speak very slowly. And mm, when I'm in this state like today, or when I have bad mood, I try to do what I need to do without any emotion and just start to do. And after that, through few um, through through one period of time, I can do everything normally, and I have normal state, normal mood. And last Sunday, we had a guest. We had a guest from Serbia, and he speaks only Serbian and English. And I hope that he will be with us next Sunday, or maybe through few meetings. So he will join us when we will have um, topic for him, because he don't have practice yoga. So just for for practice our English. Um, so that's why I'm waiting for you next Sunday. I hope that you will be. Um, and today we'll speak about my favorite kind of yoga. Now we know that Hatha yoga can help us when we hard lot, when we work a lot. And when I prepared this meeting today, I started to think, what does it mean, yoga? Before we come to our university, we had some opinion about yoga, and we could practice some kind of yoga, but we didn't know that yoga. And now also, yoga is not only physical work with physical body. It's not only with work with our um, mental state. So what does it mean, yoga? And for you now, and what kind of yoga have you ever practiced?
Yoga, as for me, yoga, of course, right now it's a self knowledge, it's self education, it's about finding harmony in your life, finding understand just the process of understanding yourself, who you are, and what are you doing here, why are you here. It's an endless self-knowledge process. And of course yoga is like lifestyle right now. uh, you can actually practice yoga doing whatever you do, uh, but we
How
have
how
что?
we can how we can practice yoga
Uh, yeah,
during our day?
we can just finding like have attention on your inner feelings all the time. And when you understand that you are now in the moment, you can say that you are practice yoga when you're trying to understand yourself, maybe analysis your thoughts, maybe analysis your feelings, or have just concentration on your inner side and try to understand yourself, your actions. When you try to understand yourself and have like a self-knowledge process, I think it's like having practice of yoga. So we can turn everything in practice of yoga. But as it's I would say Mm, but it is already like divided for some kind of yoga, and I practice only basis of them, like hatha yoga, kriya yoga, pranayama, mantra yoga. Right now I always practice nidra yoga. I try to practice it every day right now. I I really love this kind of yoga right now. I try to practice it every day before I sleep. Before I fell asleep, it's a new kind of yoga for me. I practice it um, only for 2 weeks right now, I guess, and it's helping me a lot. And after this practicing, I saw really beautiful dreams. It's like new dreams. I don't know. I've never saw like this before. Um, and I also practiced meditation. I don't know what kind of yoga it is. Maybe hatha, maybe it's something else. But meditation, I guess there is many kinds of meditation. Just sit when you sit and try to focusing on your body, on your breath, and meditation with a voice. It's also interesting kind of meditation. Yes, it's all I guess.
You said that when you concentrate on your feeling, on your um, inner feeling, so this means that you have practiced yoga, yes. And when you are in love or you communicate with other person and you are completely other people, so you um center of your attention in the other person. Can it be also yoga?
Yes, if in this process you can also understand yourself throughout other people. I mean, like all people around us is like a mirror of us, and you can understand yourself better when you communicate with other people. So it could be process of yoga too, because talking with other people or communicate with other people, or when you're in love with other people, or opposites you saw, you see like something you really don't like in people, you can understand yourself better, why you feel such mood, why you feel such connection with other people. It's interesting too, because communication, it's your process too, is a process of self-knowledge too.
It's a kind of dialogue in yourself, isn't it? No.
Yes.
So you, I just dream about your thinking. So when you have this state constantly, like you are not alone. You constantly have reflection and reasoning, or not, or it's something other.
Of course, it's not constantly like that. I'm all on. I can describe it, but all when you, it's not always like that. Of course, I have also a feeling like I'm not in analysis. I'm not in understanding myself right now, but. We need to understand that actually every process we can turn into yoga, but this is we need to be in attention always, and it is sometimes hard to do. But if we speak theoretically, we can do all of our life, turn all of our life in yoga. I try to do this.
And when you are writing your poems, where is your attention this in this moment?
Mm, I don't know. It's always a different story. But most of the time, when I write a poetry, it's always uh, like silence first, and then it's starting to some feelings rose. I don't know how to describe it. It's really hard. And then, so it's like words of my poem is from silence. It's always beautiful process because you don't know where it leads to. So, but it is if you, of course, when I write poems, I'm into poems, I'm into this feeling, but then you could use this like instrument of understanding yourself too, because you read it
But
and
it will be after,
it
not
will be after, yes. But I guess when you're in your feelings, like I read right now Bhakti Yoga, and this is about feelings. This is about when you explore this world with your feelings. It's also a process of yoga when you um, acting through your feelings. So it's really hard to understand what is really yoga. Yes, so um, actually, when you understand that you explore this world or explore yourself, it is yoga.
okay. I have one more question, but I will ask maybe later. Thank you very much, Elena. What do you want?
What is yoga for me?
What is yoga for you, and what kind of yoga have you ever practiced?
For me, yoga is an endless process of breaking association connections that are not good for any person. I also think that every activity in our life we can turn into yoga. Because there are a lot of kinds of yoga that we can practice. For example, when we do our work, when we work, we can practice karma yoga. When we sleep, we can practice yoga of sleeping. Also, as for physical activity, we can do some asanas, some movements that are written in some Hatha Yoga narratives, for example, but they not they cannot be yoga, because how can we, as for lections of Vadim Open Yoga, how can we differ some physical activity from yoga? We can differ it by feeling of harmony. So if there is no harmony, this physical activity, maybe it can be some asanas, it won't be yoga. And as for yoga of also by according to lections of Vadim Open Yoga, yoga of love, maybe how it is right, love yoga, it is the most powerful kind of yoga. It is time, if for example we practice this kind of yoga, we can see absolute in other person. Well, and Vadim Valerievich compared this kind of yoga with such pictures. We have some castle with main entrance. If we practice yoga of love, we can enter this castle by the main entrance, the most beautiful entrance. But if we practice hatha yoga, pranayama yoga, mantra yoga, and some other kinds, we just want to find some back entrances, little back entrances. But the yoga of love is, I can repeat, most powerful kind. As for me, I also try to practice yoga whatever I do. I try to work as it is written in Karma Yoga narrative. I also like Nidra Yoga very much. When I practice it by myself, for example, online, I have one effect. But if I do it in a yoga studio with other people who also practice Nidra Yoga, it is differs very much. It is much more powerful, and the effect is very strong. It's really cool, Nidra Yoga. Being a designer, I want to study yoga of not visual yoga, yantra yoga. I want to study yantra yoga, and I want to practice it because it's kind of activity is very interesting for me. I like to draw, I like to paint, and I want to learn it and maybe do some mandalas, some yantras, and something like this.
Thank you. Irina, would you like to say something or to ask?
About yoga, what is yoga for me? I think yoga is knowledge that teach us how to live and how to let live other people. And for me, it's I think it's very easy to be happy when you are closer to nature, when you are on the seaside or alone or with people who love. And but maybe there are not a lot of people, not a lot of communications, and in these conditions it is very easier to be happy. But when you have another conditions, to be in this state very difficult, and yoga teaches me to be in this good state, in the state of happy, in any conditions. When you work hardly, when you have a lot of tasks, and this is a good resource for me, uh, a good resource of knowledge about me, about world, and I have not enough time for practice alone or practice a lot of kinds of yoga. That's why I had to make practice out of my usual life. For example, karma yoga, when you um, change attitude for your work and start to perceive the work as opportunity to do something for somebody and to change your karma. What else? My favorite kinds of yoga, of course, hatha yoga, because I like work with my body, and my body very wants that I work with it. I like to have resistance on me, and that helps me to be in a normatonus, not in stress, not in a relaxed state, in normatonus. And in this state, I'm always ready for any tasks. And and that's all. and and I have said that I haven't a lot of time. That's why such kinds of yoga as mantra yoga or pranayama, I do it during hatha yoga, and we study mantra yoga, and it's a good variant for me to practice mantra during hatha, because my movement, господи, как этот, разум, мозг, как это будет?
Brain, это
Brain.
мозг.
Maybe brain, да. It says me change position, and I always change position. But hatha yoga is a yoga of asanas, yes, state position,
Static.
static poses, yes. And when I do pose, I start to repeat some mantra, not short mantra, and when you speak it, you state, and that's why my brain stops, and it's very good как выход for me. to practice hatha with mantra.
And where are you in this moment when you
What? Pardon?
where are you this moment when you repeat mantra and do some pose?
My thoughts about mantra.
And
Mantra, and usually I see a picture when I wrote mantra on my in my paper, yes, and I see mantra on this sheet of paper. My internal как view,
I I
I yes, yes, and I concentrate not on my body. I forget about my body as in Kriya Yoga, and my mind is busy, да, как это сказать, is busy of mantra. Mantra, I think about absolute. I try to feel it. I try to visualize our central channel, and all thoughts I направляю deeper and deeper.
thank you. For me, yoga is like a bridge between person and absolute. Yeah. And uh, for me, it's also interesting this topic about yantra yoga, how geometric forms can influence on people, uh, on their бессознательное, unconsciousness. Uh, but I didn't found information about it. Maybe it is secret information, you know, for for us now. And what was the brightest impression you had from a workshop or practice in International Open Yoga University retreat?
Um, I'd never were in a retreat now yet in the university or workshop, but I actually this Saturday I visited our Saturday practice offline. I mean, I live in Moscow and I visited it offline. I mean, in real life, and it was great experience. I really will try to do it every Saturday as I can, because it's really great to see everybody in real life, to meet everybody, and practicing with our students. Um, and these practices, we practice mantra yoga together, and it was great when everybody pronounced vibration sound together, and it's a really powerful like wave of vibration through your body, and it was amazing feeling because I don't know, it's like um, power your own vibration, and it's gets your intention even more concentrate on whatever going on around you, inside you. It's interesting experience. I remember I have only that experience yet, but I really hope that I when I visit will visit our retreat or workshop or seminars, it will be even more great, even um, more experience, more state, I guess. So I
I
really hope it.
I saw that we'll have workshop Rita yoga workshop.
Yeah, in December.
Okay.
Yes, but I unfortunately I can visit it, I think, because I will be not in the town.
You'll
I
be
will,
in Kostroma.
yes, maybe yes, yeah. I don't know yet.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We have usually we have this kind of workshop every before New Year, Vita yoga. But I never visit
Okay.
Lina.
As for me, unfortunately, I have never visited any workshops or retreats or seminars in Open Yoga University, but last month I have visited practice of a person who was graduated in Open Yoga University. It was in Minsk, Belarus. It was really great. I like it very much. As for my studying in Open Yoga University, I like all the lessons of our yoga of education that we learn right now. All this theory, all these lessons are full of wisdom. They are very useful, not only in yoga, but in our everyday life. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy lections of uh, different teachers of Open Yoga University in YouTube. Sometimes I try to write something from these lections. I like lections of ITEMP University, connected with design, with IT, because I work in IT. So I think that all my studying in Open Yoga University is very useful, is really full of harmony, and I like it very much. I, maybe I can say that I have a lot of power in. It is a great source of energy and power in my life.
You have so yes. Iris. Ira.
My last workshop, which was in November, and in this workshop we have practiced Kriya Yoga with pairs, with element of Nyasa. And it was very wonderful practice for me. It was a first experience of such practice, and it was really great, a lot of emotions. And these emotions, you can't speak about, explain these emotions, because it's not only I was happy, I was really relaxed. It was more than these feelings. And it was with another people, and another you study to feel another people as a part of absolute, and this feeling you can't take in our usual life, because in this place a lot of like-minded people. That's why this process really very fast and успешный, да? Successful, and you can get this feeling in this place, in workshop with like-minded people. And another experience, it was maybe funny experience. It was a Hatha yoga and mantra practice after Hatha yoga, but it was after exam, and I was very tired and I lost my voice. I can't pronounce any mantra, but when everybody pronounce mantra very loud, I just felt fault in a dream. I just slept. And when uh, girls said me, wake up, I wake up and my feelings were very good. I think when I sleep at home without mantra, without like-minded people, I sleep not so good as I slept there.
Did you ever sleep during Kriya yoga practice?
Sleep during Kriya? No,
No.
I haven't such experience.
Last marathon, I I did. I, I slept few times during
During
Kriya yoga.
practice?
Yes, I just start to move, and after some period, I understood that, oh, I'm on the ground and I slept.
Cool, very cool. I will try.
And during hatha yoga, it's normal. You can sleep if you have tamas, or not tamas. You are just tired. But during Kriya, it was very surprising for me that is it possible? Where was you be during Yasa yoga? I mean your attention.
I should remember, I should recall this moment. Sometimes, mm, sometimes when you don't, как будет доверять, don't believe in other people, your attention, trust, yes. When you trust in other people, at first, in a start, your attention on your body, you want to save it, but after, when you understand that everything is all right, you start accept something what another people give you, and you start to feel it. And in this moment, your attention in, I don't know where it, about your body, not in your body, but about your body, very closer to your body. But in this process, you don't think about your family, you don't think about your children, don't think about your future or past. You think about this process which is around your body.
And what is your favorite kind of yoga?
Hatha yoga. My favorite kind is hatha yoga. It's so usual and it's so practice, как практично, да, practice, and I very need it in my usual activity.
Mm.
And I like karma yoga.
Mm. Anya.
I don't know. I I guess I practice, of course, hatha yoga, kriya yoga, and every kind of this. But I prefer yoga where yoga that works with attention, like meditation, nidra yoga. I like um, to have this deep state of your mind. So I don't know. It's Nidra yoga, I think. Right now it's Nidra yoga or other kind of meditation.
Irina.
Irina.
Lina.
Uh-huh.
Um, my favorite kind of yoga can change according to a situation. Sometimes I need more energy in my life. In such periods, I usually want to do Kriya yoga. It can be my favorite kind. And sometimes when I, I need some relax, I need to be more patient with people. Uh, I need to be calm. So such periods, I practice hatha yoga a lot. I also I like karma yoga. I think in every situation, it is my favorite kind of yoga. And being a mother, I also like to learn patrimonial yoga to regulate my relationships with my relatives, with my children, with my parents, with my husband. I think it is very useful kind of yoga, and we all must learn it.
Beautiful. We recall a lot of kinds of yoga today. It's very good. We said a little bit about bhakti yoga also and yantra yoga, ceremonial yoga. Very seldom yogis. Um, so we are waiting for you next Sunday. We will speak about city and have a good mood and have a good practice during this week and um, find something interesting in your practice and say us next week.
Thank you very much.
And bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.
See you next week.
See you next